All right, guys, so we have some news that a lot of you guys are probably going to be celebrating, as it looks like Trump and Hillary are going to be going at each other before the 2024 election. And I'm saying that because, in my mind, I think Hillary may run. Okay, she says that she's not going to run, but I don't know, man. I think that she will. I think that there's nothing in this world that would make Hillary happier than an opportunity to get revenge on Trump for what happened in 2016, right? For her losing to Trump when she thought that she was a shoo-in. She thought for sure that she was going to be the first female / woman president. However, hey, in 2022, we don't know what a woman is. So even if she was elected, do we know whether or not she would actually have been the first woman elected to be president of the United States? Who knows? But instead of Hillary trying to get revenge on Trump, it seems like Trump's actually trying to get revenge on Hillary, as he has filed a lawsuit against Hillary Clinton and the DNC over the Russian collusion hoax, right? And what he said is an unthinkable plot, basically to try to influence the 2016 election, okay? And in my opinion, I've talked about the whole Russian collusion thing a lot. I think it is obvious. It is obvious that this was something that was fabricated by the Democrats, right? Fabricated by Hillary Clinton. And they basically took the idea or some of the intelligence that suggested that, hey, Russia may be interfering in our elections. They took that, and the fact that there's some Trump campaign officials that may have met with some Russian nationals or something like that in order to perpetuate this theory that, no, Trump and Russia, right? Trump and Putin are actually butt buddies, okay? They're working together as one in order to win the election in 2016 because Trump is a Manchurian candidate, right? And this conspiracy theory has been pushed by the mainstream liberal media ever since then, to the point where there are a good amount of Americans in this country, sadly, that believe that Trump was illegitimately elected in 2016, right? They falsely believe that the 2016 election was rigged against Hillary, right? That Russia actually influenced the outcome of the election. That's what they believe, right? Those are false beliefs that they have. And on top of that, the whole Russian collusion hoax has also been used as grounds to try to impeach Trump, to try to get Trump out of office, right? They were trying to impeach the man before he even was inaugurated, okay? They were already talking about, how can we impeach this person? How can we get this person out of office, right? The truth of the matter is, they never actually gave Trump a chance when it comes to being president, right? They never gave him a chance, right? So, again, with that being said, Trump is actually trying to hold Hillary accountable, right? And somebody needs to hold her accountable at some point, because she damn sure wasn't held accountable for her server scandal, in which she had sensitive, classified government information on a private server, a national security issue, which again is sketchy in and of itself. And if any other government official was doing that, they would definitely be in prison, okay, and punished severely. But because it's Hillary, she's not getting punished. So again, Hillary should have been held accountable a long time ago, right? She probably should have been in jail. But hey, better late than never. But never late is better, right? As I always like to say. But hey, here we are. Trump is suing Hillary over the Russian collusion allegations. So let's read here. Former President Donald Trump on Thursday filed a $24 million federal lawsuit alleging that Hillary Clinton and the Democrat National Committee launched a wide-ranging, unthinkable plot in 2016 to smear him and his campaign as colluding with Russian officials. In the suit, filed in Southern District of Florida, Trump claimed the goal was to fabricate a scandal in an effort to cripple his bid for presidency. Yeah, I think it is very clear that they had intentions. Okay, that's the reason why the Democrats kept playing it up, even though there was no real proof and evidence. Okay, the Mueller report found that there was no substantial evidence of direct collusion between Trump and Russia. Okay. The Steele dossier has already been debunked. Okay, that's the dossier that claims there are Trump PP tapes out there, right? With Russian prostitutes peeing on Trump. Okay, if that was actually out there, it would have been revealed to the public already. Okay, all the things that the Democrats pushed about Trump and Russia was debunked. Okay, they don't have anything, right? but they kept pushing it anyways, even though they didn't have any evidence to back up these claims. And what they do is they try to play dumb about it, where they try to say, well, no. What we're arguing is that Russia tried to influence the election in favor of Trump. And I'm like, okay, you can make that claim, okay, and that claim may be accurate. However, that is a different claim than Trump and Russia working together. Those are two different claims. Okay? Quote, in the run-up to the 2016 presidential election, Hillary Clinton and her cohorts orchestrated an unthinkable plot, one that shocks the conscience and is affront to this nation's democracy, he says in a 108-page complaint. Oh, I love it. I love the fact that Trump is saying this is an attack on democracy, because it is. The Democrats were the first people attacking democracy with the Russian collusion hoax, okay? But they want to run around screaming, democracy, democracy, democracy. They don't give a damn about democracy. They did not give a damn about democracy in 2016 when Trump was elected. When they decided to riot and protest in the street, they didn't give a damn about democracy. When Brett Kavanaugh was being confirmed, when they decided to storm the Capitol, they don't give a damn about democracy when Democrats lose. They don't care. Right? They don't care about it now because they're telling people that essentially the GOP is trying to keep black people from voting. Right? And that if the Democrats lose in 2022 and 2024, it's because the GOP basically stopped black people from voting. Okay? That's what they're telling people. Okay? They don't care about this so-called attack on democracy. They really don't care. Quote, acting in concert, the defendants maliciously conspired to weave a false narrative that their Republican opponent, Donald J. Trump, was colluding with a hostile foreign sovereignty. The 45th president alleges that the scheme concocted by Clinton, Democrat presidential nominee, and others falsified evidence, deceived law enforcement, and exploited access to highly sensitive data sources, and was so outrageous, subversive, and incendiary that even the events of Watergate pale in comparison. Using the guise of opposition research and data analytics, an apparent nod to the highly controversial Christopher Steele dossier, Clinton and the Democrats sought to sway the public's trust, according to the filing. Now, here's the thing. If you guys remember, John Ratcliffe actually came out with some information that the media and the Democrats are saying is Russian disinformation that suggested that Hillary actually approved a plot to drum up allegations of Trump and Russia colluding back in 2016. Okay, that actually is something that John Ratcliffe, who was the director of national intelligence at the time, right before the election, had revealed. But people said, oh, no, that's just Russian disinformation. Okay? Quote, they worked together with a single self-serving purpose to vilify Donald J. Trump. Indeed, their far-reaching conspiracy was designed to cripple Trump's bid for presidency by fabricating a scandal that would be used to trigger an unfounded federal investigation and ignite a media frenzy, claims the lawsuit filed nearly 6 years after the election in which he defeated Clinton claims. The scheme was conceived, coordinated, and carried out by top officials at the Clinton campaign and the DNC, including the candidate herself, who attempted to shield her involvement behind a wall of third parties, the suit says. In a footnote, the legal papers identified the Justice Department, the Office of Inspector General, and 4 FISA applications and Crossfire Hurricane, the code name given to the FBI's counterintelligence investigation into possible links between Russian officials and the Trump campaign. Clinton and other Democrats, blinded by political ambition, masterminded the plot to spread false information about then-candidate Trump, all in hopes of destroying his life, his political career, and rigging the 2016 presidential election in favor of Hillary Clinton, the suit alleges. When the scheme failed and Trump was elected, the Democrats shifted their focus to eat away at the credibility of the Trump administration, the filing said. Ding, 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 ding. Right? Ding, ding, ding. Again, when that failed and Trump was elected, before the man could even get into office, it was like, we got to impeach him, right? We have to impeach him. Dude hadn't been in office yet. Hadn't done anything. They was like, no, impeachment, right? We got to impeach him. But let me be clear here, right? Just because of YouTube, right? YouTube moderators, I don't want to get it twisted what I'm trying to say here. The 2016 election was not rigged, okay? It was not rigged, okay? Not rigged. Worse still, the defendants continue to spread their vicious lies to this day as they unabashedly publicize their thoroughly debunked falsehoods in an effort to ensure that he will never be elected again, the former president says in the suit. The suit also alleges that the Democrats violated the Federal Racketeer, Influence, and Corrupt Organizations Act, among other offenses. Trump is seeking compensatory and punitive damages, claiming that he was forced to incur expenses in an amount to be determined at trial, but known to be in excess of $24 million and continuing to accrue in the form of defense costs, legal fees, and related expenses. Along with Clinton and the DNC, the lawsuit names as defendants former DNC chairwoman Debbie Wasserman Schultz, Clinton campaign chief John Podesta, the law firm Procus Coeli, the research firm Fusion GPS, former FBI officials Andrew McCabe, Peter Strzok, and Lisa Page, and Christopher Steele, the ex-British intelligence agent who authorized the dossier. Trump has long accused Democrats in the Clinton campaign of conspired to link him to alleged Russian interference in the 2016 election, the subject of unsuccessful impeachment proceedings against Trump when he was in office. But a heavily redacted report issued in August 2020 by the Republican-led Senate Select Committee on Intelligence concluded that Russia was behind a plot to subvert the integrity of the 2016 elections in an effort that represents one of the single most grave counterintelligence threats to American national security in the modern era. Okay, yeah, that may be true. But again, saying that Russia was trying to influence the election is a different claim than saying that Trump and Russia were working together, right? Those are two different claims, okay? The committee found that the Russian government engaged in an aggressive, multifaceted effort to influence or attempt to influence the outcome of the 2016 election, the panel said in a 966-page report. The report also said former Trump campaign chairman Paul Manafort, who had wide connections with pro-Russian officials in Ukraine, worked with the WikiLeaks website to help Trump win in 2016. The Senate's committee findings, like the report issued by special counsel Robert Mueller in 2019, did not conclude that Trump or his campaign colluded with the Russian government, but Mueller's investigation found that the Trump campaign was receptive to Russian help. Again, not the same as colluding, right? Not the same, okay? So with that being said, will this be successful? I have no idea whatsoever. I have no clue whatsoever whether or not this will actually be successful. All I know is that it is about damn time that somebody tries to hold the Clintons responsible for the false claims that they made against Trump in 2016 as a way to try to sway the American people in regards to who should be the leader of this country, okay? It is very, very clear that Trump and Russia did not collude, but unfortunately, to this day, you still have major figures in the Democrat Party and the liberal media that is still making these false claims, and there's no repercussions whatsoever. Okay. However, if somebody on the other side makes a claim that they don't like, particularly regarding elections, yeah, those people are being censored off the internet, right? They're being kicked off the internet. However, Democrats are allowed to get away with making basically these same claims as much as they want, right? As much as they want, and nobody says anything. Nobody censors them. Nobody's kicked off the internet. None of that stuff, okay? They frame that as, well, they're trying to save democracy, okay? So, hey, you know, in this instance right here, Trump's suing Hillary over these false claims in an effort to save democracy. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.